In fall 2009, the Circus in Winter first started when Beth Turcotte received the Immersive Learning Grant. And then she hand-selected students that she had been thinking about.
Be circus days.
The book was written by Kathy Day, and the development of the story for the musical version came from a group of freshmen that were here and the faculty member Beth Turcotte. They got together and decided that they were going to write a musical of this story, so they put that together. They did a couple readings over the past few years, and then finally they got the final version of the Circus in Winter. We put it on stage this year.
We started doing readings for it about 2 years ago, so we saw a lot of different stages of it. We saw when Pearlie was a man, when Irene died and didn't come back, when there were just a lot of things that were slightly different from the production that we did at Ball State. But it's seen a lot of different drafts.
We were cast and they sent us at the very beginning of the summer the script that was from the stage reading that we did, and they highlighted sections they thought they would change, which a lot of the sections between Irene and Catherine, those were highlighted, so I wasn't quite sure if there was going to be a song change or a change of character, because a lot of stuff had been flipped around.
When they were developing the character of Irene, they developed her a lot more than what they had initially, and they developed Jenny's plot line a lot more than what they had originally planned on.
For Irene, there is an Irene Jones who is a young woman who's very wealthy and falls in love with Wallace Porter. And I found some similarities to her in the book, but I also found some differences in the musical.
When I started developing the character over the summer and read the book, there's a whole section on my character which gave a lot of background information for me to draw on for the songs that you don't necessarily hear when you see the show. But just trying to draw similarities between my life and my experiences and Jenny's life and her experiences was kind of where I went to figure out where the emotion was. The other interesting thing about working on Circus is that you're working with a director and you're working with designers who wrote the script.
I think the thing that makes the show unique, as opposed to other shows, is that it's a bluegrass rock musical. It's not your golden age kind of thing, that your grandparents went to see, I don't think. But there's a 12-foot tall elephant puppet in it. It's operated by 2 people. It's pretty legitimate and walks around and acts like a real elephant.
I was in the front of it, and the way that we kind of had to get into it was that we had a harness that was also a backpack. So we put that on, and I operated the head so my hands were up, and all I did was just moved around. There was no leg work besides us moving our own legs, and there's a string in the middle where the guy behind me pulls it and it operates the trunk. One thing that I definitely remember from one of the rehearsals, we were about to go out on stage and I was just like, I don't know if this is right, it feels a little heavier. And they're like, no, it should be fine. So we're going and I'm like, no, I can't do this. So we turn around, and as soon as we turn around to go back to put the elephant back on the stand, my harness snapped. And I ended up just like holding it up above my head, and I'm standing here, I'm in tears because I thought that my life was ending. But thankfully, John Sadler, who created the puppet, designed a different puppet, and it made it 1,000 times better.
It's really special to take what students and faculty have been working on and to put that in a real story and make it come to life is really special.
I think Circus has enormous potential. I think just in the scenic design, the possibilities that you can do. I think the Swaders have definitely created a fantastic and specific groundwork for any designer who would want to do this show.
Because this is a world premiere, we had a lot of talkbacks with professionals, and a Broadway producer actually came and talked back with us, and he thought that the show had a lot of potential. Right now, Beth is taking the musical, The Circus in Winter, to a lot of new musical theater festivals in New York and all over the place. She's also sending in videos to a lot of competitions, hoping that somebody will want to pick it up. Regional theater will potentially want to do it.